We're going to talk about Rajya Sabha MP who belongs to Trinamool Congress, and he has resigned from the party and from politics. I'm talking about Jawahar Sircar, who wrote a letter this Sunday to Mamata Banerjee saying that he's upset with the handling of the Arjikar hospital rape and murder case. He's upset with the rampant corruption which exists. Now, what he has written in the letter, I'm just going to quote a few lines and then start talking about it. I have suffered patiently for a month since the terrible incident at Arjikar Hospital and was hoping for your direct intervention with the agitating junior doctors in the old style of Mamata Banerjee. It has not happened. And whatever steps government is taking now are too little and too late. This is about the handling of the Arjikar hospital. As far as corruption is concerned, Mr. Jawahar Sarkar has very clearly said that there is a caucus of doctors, which is like the North Bengal doctors, who determines the postings, the transfers of the health sector. Then he's spoken about the fact that whenever he's tried to cite the corruption, then he was told that, you are breaking the party discipline. Apart from that, he's also spoken in that letter about the corruption as far as the education minister, the former education minister, is concerned. And he said that many times, whenever he mentioned corruption, he was heckled by some senior leaders. And he's also mentioned at the increasing armed tactics of the leaders within the TMC. Now, joining me now is Jawahar Sircar. So, thank you so much for joining. And my first question to you is that I went through your letter and I was wondering that, this Arjikar case, of course, is the latest issue over which you've been upset. But this corruption, time and again, there have been reports of rampant corruption. Uh, why were you quiet all this while? Were the party leaders trying to silence you?
It's much wider than that, much bigger an issue than that. You see, nobody in India believes that there is any party that is not corrupt. First thing, show me one party in India that is not corrupt. So politics within itself has a lot of cash transactions and other issues, and the bigger the party, the more powerful the party, the more is the corruption. I pointed out at another big party in this regard. Okay, so knowing fully well that one is entering into a domain where corruption is a part of life, I still came in. It's like asking, I mean, it's like taking a dip in the Ganga in Calcutta, which is quite wide and very dirty, very dirty. You can't demand that this be as clean as a chloroform swimming pool. So, I mean, let's not be impractical or bizarre on these course. I knew what it is all about. But when it affects the image of the party, I spoke up. I spoke up because I am an adjunct. I am not a party luminary of any sort.
For you, the Arjikar hospital rape and murder case was the turning point, and you couldn't stop yourself from speaking up.
See, I was a misfit in politics all through. I knew it. I was more comfortable in civil society. I was equally uncomfortable in bureaucracy also. I mean, in case you want to know, it's got pretty uncomfortable at times and pulled up at times for speaking out of turn. But that doesn't matter. It's part of it. It's all over. Here, I knew that this has its own taint and own negative points. What are the positive points that drew me? The positive point is this is the only way, the only ladder, the only path to go to the highest forum. And there's no other party in Bengal that would send me because the others don't exist. So I don't have much of a choice. It's not like an Amazon choice. So you don't have choices. So I took it. B, there's a lot of similarity in the manner in which the TMC thinks. It is totally secular. It is protective of minorities, empowers women. It has a national streak, a tradition of the National Congress within it. It is the only party that can fight Narendra Modi and Amit Shah head on. Head on. This is not Naveen Patnaik. This is not, yeah.
Sarkar, that all you've mentioned in the letter also, but what I want to understand from you is that what has really gone wrong with TMC? If Mamata Banerjee, knowing the fact that this Arjikar rape and murder case was going out of hand, there was rampant corruption in the party, and you know how you pointed out various instances. So why is it that Mamata Banerjee is looking so helpless, who's known as a Bengal tigress, but are things going out of control as far as her party is concerned?
You see, she's under stress. She's under stress because most of the powerful leaders in the Bengal BJP are all defectors from her party and others. That you have
Mhm.
to remember. And they have defected because their power centers, their centers of corruption and pomp and power were affected. Now, if she finds that there is someone who's holding back a particular area from collapsing to the BJP, and he has a corrupt background or does a lot of dadagiri, there are certain limits within which she has to tolerate. You see, there are Brij Bhushans, Sharmas, or Singhs all over the world who are there, and you can't sort of be very
Then
discriminatory.
you were a very balanced and a very sane and a wise voice of Trinamool Congress. So leaving Mamata Banerjee at this point of time when she's so stressed out, was that a good idea? You wrote in your letter that you're quitting politics. You're also giving up your Rajya Sabha membership. Was this a good idea for you to leave the party and leave politics at this point of time? You could have helped her out.
I can help her out if I'm in the consultative process. I'm not. So why pretend that Sonia Gandhi is calling me every day to, or Mamata Banerjee is calling me every day? These are all political pretensions.
So you are saying that you are not on talking terms on an everyday basis.
That the party follows its own hierarchy, and those guest lecturers like me, the guest lecturers like me, have their own particular place also. They give us respect. I mean, I have been given the maximum time to speak in Parliament, so this is all right. But where the working of the party is concerned,
Hmm.
the adjuncts have no role.
Okay.
Now, I am so glad to hear a news just before you came on TV that Mamata Banerjee has actually called the junior doctors for a discussion.
Yes, just a short while back.
Is what I have been talking about. This is what I've been talking about. Reach out, reach out. Those kids are
Would you,
angry. They are our
would
kids.
you rethink on your decision of quitting the party, quitting
No, no, no.
politics?
I have no some magic touch. There's no point. But I said it feels good there that it's one of the things that I've said, the old Mamata Banerjee touch that I've used. Hmm.
No, but maybe that's the impact of the letter you wrote because you've written it directly in that letter that, you know, I'd wanted and I was urging her to meet the doctors directly, which she didn't. And now suddenly, I mean, of
No,
course, the Supreme Court has.
it's not. It's not. It will be a pompous claim. Pompous claim that she listened to me and did it. She does things on her own style, and she's much more successful than me in national politics and state politics. I am an adjunct. I am a speaker in the Rajya Sabha. I speak in the Rajya Sabha. I have materials to speak. I work hard on that. I'm satisfied on that.
No, but
Now,
what intrigues me is that you couldn't even complete your term. Why did you like think of resigning?
I found that I cannot influence the political process of my party. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, that we have no role. So I'm not asking for the driver's seat. I'm
Hmm.
not asking for the driver's seat. I am asking for the assistant loco engineer's shovel. So the most important thing was this is a case of an major administrative lapse. I'm the only person in the party with an administrative background. And all the senior ones today are 20 years my junior. So why don't you ask the old fox? Okay.
Okay, so that is your main worry, and is that the
So
reason that you.
that is one of the driving considerations that even if an administrative crisis, I have no role to play. I'm not saying not consultant, I have no role to play. Then why should I hang on? I'm not a genetic politician. I'm not somebody who's risen up from the block level and the Gaon Sabha level and gone up
Is
and
this
has.
then the main reason? Of course, Arjikar case is there as one of the instances. Corruption you've highlighted, but is this the main reason why you thought of quitting? Because you were not part of the consultative process, and even in administrative matters, the party was not consulting you, and you were not in the day-to-day scheme of things of the party.
This is the first time I've said it. It's something that came to my mind as one
Hmm.
of the things behind my mind, but that's not the reason. You see, please understand that Chief Justice of a Supreme Court can do lots of wonders to become an MP of a Rajya Sabha.
Hmm.
Editors, 6 editors and 7 editors of big TV channels and others, they would give their left arm, and they have actually given the left arm to be in the Rajya Sabha and others. So these are considered to be lucrative things. Lucrative things. As you have seen from my letter, I have emphasized on the very middle classness of my life. That
Yes.
has given me middle classness of my life. I could have been more discreet, but it is the middle class morals and values that have kept me alive. That makes me closer to the people. I understand them better and they understand me better because I am not driving a BMW. I walk there and I do my shopping and things like that, and I hear lots of things and I am told lots of things. So it's my father who taught me that ordinariness will keep you more grounded in life.
No, but
Now,
Mr. Sarkar, I mean, staying there in Rajya Sabha, staying put over there, you still could have done a lot for the society. A bureaucrat serves the society. Even if you've joined a political party and even if you're not happy, you could have done your bit staying within Rajya Sabha. Why to quit the membership of Rajya Sabha and then just saying that I don't want to do politics anymore?
say the type of things that I've said have not been said in any party for a long time. Okay? In fact, Mamata Banerjee has been told by her leaders, देखा आपको पता था ना इसको बुलाना मैंने बड़ा dangerous है.
Hmm.
So I have said things in the best of spirit because I want her party to stay as the only dam against the communalization of Bengal. I have written that again and again. Now I have said this in my way and in my style, and I know that once you say a thing like that, you are bound to face disciplinary action for making such rebellious and such sacrilegious statements. So I said, instead of getting into the chakkar that happened last time, when seniors come out and say, put him under suspension, somebody says, put him under the inquiry. Hey, kya yaar, why do you drag me at 72 for making statements that I have earned my whole life? So I said, let me leave. I would have to leave today or tomorrow. So all the great things that you talk about in Parliament would have to go after some time. Because I would certainly not take a second term.
Stay ahead with our cutting edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.